won't give it all since we're talking about Connie Hospital. Yeah. But if we could get started, right? So we're here because we are talking about gun violence and dreams today, right? So before we get started, I do want to intro Omar Saunders. He's of the Jersey Man. He has a Drop the Guns invitational tournament coming up over there in Jersey. Ninja, right? You all seen him yesterday. He was one of the coaches that played against us. I don't hold that against you, but Coach Rogers is a part of Oakdale staff. Coach Mark, who coached the young kids that were here today, or with us. All right, we have a host of parents. We just raise your hand, parents, and we say thank you to you all helping us make that
God bless y'all.
And then we wouldn't be here without our kids, so we
Absolutely.
Okay. So, did you want to say something? Okay. Yeah, I do want to engage the students and our youth and young dreamers because what we're talking about today is for you all. So I'm going to introduce our keynote shortly, but he would love questions from the young dreamers and our young hoopers. So hang out with your phones, put them at your side, just try to stay focused, and if you have something to ask, just say, hey, I have a question. If you want to raise your hand, that's fine, and keep order. But, so you met Mr. James, right? You need to say anything else about yourself? Okay, but I would like to ask Coach Porter, because we all know him as Dap, right? But he's more than Dap, he's more than Darrell. So would you just say a couple highlights about yourself so they know more about you than what they know of you?
Well, I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to the University of Pittsburgh. Played at Pitt. Was able to travel the whole world. Steve and I were talking about this. We took some trips with the Big East tour where they would take teams around. So I was able to go to France, Spain, Russia, and Finland at a young age and see the whole world. The one thing that I found out is the Hill District wasn't that bad. When you grow up, you hear how bad the Hill District is, but when I was in Russia, they had dirt floors. They had water that you couldn't drink. I was used to just turn on the faucet, drink some water. In France, they had a hole in the ground to go to the bathroom. So I felt really good about where I was from because I had a lot more than some other areas. Sometimes you don't know how good you have it until you see something that's a little bit different. I don't think it's right or wrong, but it's something different. And that's why with us now, we try to show you different things and expose you to stuff so you can make some good life choices. And so after Pitt, I was able to play pro ball for a year. After that, I coached in college for 10 years and traveled the world even more. My claim to fame is I found Dirk Nowitzki over in Germany, and then he never made it to college.
That was a dunk over Alonzo Mourning.
Well, yeah, that's my individual stuff, so they can make a choice on that. And the last 20 years or so, I've been trying to get back to my community, and I watch my kids grow up in the Oznair program and have success, so I want to see everybody else have success. What race? Yeah, I scored 1,000 points.
So, as I am part of the panel, just want to brief you on my background as well. Dr. Karen Hall, native of Pittsburgh. Basketball has been my world, so I say I navigate athletics, education, communication, and leadership. I have this opportunity through Ozanam at the tender age of 13 that started exposure to my life and opened it up to where the mindset changed and the work ethic heightened. Took me to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas through recruitment, and that opened up my world even more. So came back to Pittsburgh, started working in television, which is my background, ESPN3, and I've coached for over 20 some years. So like Darrell, I'm an alum of Ozanam, which is very dear to me, and having the opportunity to be a part of the original Ozanam with the original founder is really important to me as we give back to our future generations. So with that said, welcome everyone to today. Our focus is focus on your dreams, navigating violence. So you've met our other two panelists. I'm going to introduce our keynote. Our keynote is Dr. Sherrod Tomlinson. He's one of the nation's emerging personal achievements and performance experts. That means this is what he does. All right, he is a founder of Manifest Your Dreams, a leadership development and community outreach program. In addition, he works with organizations like Ozanam and others to help individuals, managers, and teams reach peak performances. He currently serves as the Associate Dean of Student Success and Engagement at St. John's University in Queens, New York. He oversees the RISE Network. It's a scholars empowerment network that provides Black and Latino freshmen students skilled with skill-based development support and overall academic career success at St. John's University. So Dr. Sherrod, welcome. Coach Porter, Mr. James, welcome. Let's give him a hand, everybody.